Welcome everyone. My name is Jose from Master Screen Prints, and in today's video, I want to go over Kittl and how to do halftones. So this is one of the things that I've been doing screen printing, and I wanted to get very good at halftones. Now, screen printing and on halftones and DTF are two different methods. Um, One day I will show you the difference, but in order for you to do the halftones, you have to have a 300 DPI, and yeah, so it's a much longer process because you do have to use it on Photoshop. On this, I'm going to use it. I'm going to show you guys how to do halftones for DTF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a design on Kittl that has a background that's black, because I want to try to eliminate that and then show you guys the halftone process. So whenever you guys use Kittl, you're able to print any shirts, using halftones. Halftones, it's a better way to print the shirts when you're printing a DTF design, because it leaves the design more breathable for the customer or for yourself or for whoever you're printing for. But if you're doing a full front or even just a chest piece or a back, you don't want to have something that's like a big old block of black. And if you're using it on a black shirt, you want to be able to take off all the black as much as possible, so that your shirt remains very comfortable. And not only comfortable, but it also, to the feel, it feels good, and it doesn't feel like plasticky. So I'm in this Southern California here in Los Angeles, and it's hot. Depending on where you're at, you don't want to wear a design where you're going to be sweating and you're going to be uncomfortable, and you might have to go to a store or whatever to change shirts. But with no further ado, I'm not going to keep talking. Let's get right to it. All right, guys. Hey, how you guys doing? First and foremost, I want to apologize for this video. It does look a little grainy. I try to do whatever I can. There you go. Sorry about that. All right, guys. So to no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and open Kittl and just show you the basics on how I do halftones. And in case you want to send your artwork to a vendor. So one of my favorite vendors that I use is Supercolor. I'm gonna leave the link below. So if you are interested and you are within the area, you could go and pick it up, lower your costs. But also they do shipping no matter where you're at. They're able to. Sorry about that. People calling right in the middle when I'm doing a video. Darn it! All right, guys. So here I go. I'm gonna share my screen. It's like really stubborn. I don't know why it doesn't want to go away sometimes. Like, get away. I don't want to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna go to create. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna find some images that have a black background so that you can see. And then I pick t-shirts because that's what we're gonna use them for. So as you can see here, it gives you quite a few designs. Now, So this one here, and there's quite a few more right there. So let's backspace. I'm gonna delete that one, and let's say we do this one. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enlarge it a bit. So you are able to change it. That's why it's that's why the that image moved. So it says firefighter, first in, last out. And then here on the side, let me move the. So I'm gonna just leave it as is, or uh, let's see. I'm gonna go here to the black, and as you can see here, it's pointed so that it gets all the black, right? So I'm gonna change it to white. So there, it knocks out the black, so you're able to have more breathing room for the t-shirt. Now, let's say you want a little bit more, you want to add some halftones. We pick on the texture, and I'm gonna type in right here halftone. Okay, and I'm gonna pick this very grainy one. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm gonna cover this whole image. And then what I'm gonna do is, where it says blending mode, I'm gonna keep the opacity at 100. The blending mode, it says normal. Now I'm gonna move it to multiply. See how it'll change gradually, and you just have to pick the best one for the design. Now halftones, it doesn't always work with every design. You just have to play with it, and see how it comes out, and how it will look before you even print it. So here you're just gonna have to keep moving it to see how it works. This is on screen, and I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in so you could more or less and see the halftones. Now this gives it more room to breathe, of course. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit more to see what else we see. But now, but you have an idea more or less and how to use the halftone. Now this I learned by watching another video on YouTube, and of course you just have to kind of play with it to get the best results. Now this one, the colors stand a little bit more out, still halftones. I like it. I mean, I would send it to my provider so they could print it, and then obviously I would print it up, put it on a black T-shirt. So this only works if you're if you're going to print it on a black t-shirt, this gives you that shirt more breathable for the person or persons to wear. And as you can see, firefighter, first in, last out. And, you know, got to give the firemen kudos for everything they've been doing here in the Los Angeles area. So I'm not going to stop here. Now this is the overlay, and I'm going to go to the bottom. I'm gonna put lights off. Let's see what it gives us. So, again, you have to move it around to see what is it that you like. Okay, so that one is a no. Hard no. Color drop. So you're losing that vibrant color. You want that vibrant color. You wanna keep the halftone, but you want that vibrant color. So again, play with it. Um, the multiply or the overlay was actually the best one. Uh, that one is, let me see, color burn. So we know no color burn, contrast, darken. Okay, so we are going to stick with the overlay because it brings out the colors to this design. It gives it a breathable design on a black shirt. So this would be perfect. So let's uh, let's pick another one. That way you guys get the idea on how to use the halftones on Kittl. Now I'm going to leave the description below if you guys want to be able to use it, play with it. You can use it for free. So make sure you guys take advantage. All of these with the crown, it's only if you have the pro account. Now I do have the pro account, so I'm able to use them. And then you're able to print and use any of these, and they are they so anything from Kittl Design, they're free from licensing. You don't have to worry about printing it and selling it to um, somebody within your area, right? You want to go to some firemen and you want to present these. There's here different designs that you could do for them. You could probably show it to them. Maybe pick three and take it to them to see what you like. Um, we are going to try to find another one. Let me see. So let's say you wanted to use this and you want to see how it looks. Now, oh, okay, I'm not able to. Is this? All right. Let's go from the very beginning. Let's look up some designs. And what we want to do is, let me see. Um, so we go to templates. So when you're here on templates on Kittl, um, you're actually you can actually go to merchandise, and you'll see a lot of different designs that it has. And if you want to be like specific, you go to t-shirts or hoodies, whatever's your preference. So you want to choose something. Okay, let's say this. We're gonna use the template, and I think I seen the crown. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you seen it. I thought I seen it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so the image is there, and I'm gonna go here to the black. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm going to put it on all white, because I want to take off the black. And again, I want to be able to print as less as possible, but still, have it pop. And this is just without using Photoshop. For a Photoshop, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to do it also on Photoshop. Not sure if I have one already out there, but make sure that you guys do look at my videos. So I have a playlist, and I'm going to be doing more of the halftones on here on Kittl. So make sure you guys check out the next video. Okay. All right. So here, you know, and the madness could always change the font. This is a design. Um, so I'm gonna see if how it's gonna look if I take off more of the black, or should I leave it? So once it gets put on a shirt, then it's gonna look way different. It's gonna look like uh it's gonna look like a very good design for a black T-shirt. Let's see if I'm able to do a mock-up. Okay, I don't know what happened with the design. Okay, I'm gonna shrink it, delete this. It also looks pretty good on a white T-shirt, right? And then this, I'm gonna bring it in. See how that looks. Okay. So that's how it will look on a black shirt when you obviously print it on there. Um, so Kittl is a very useful Kittl is a very application that you can use and utilize to print shirts. Um, it's something that you can use and not even think about what design to make. You could always use any other design, any other templates. You could change it. And here, let me see. Let's see. So let's say retro. You want to use some retro, let's say flowers or flower retro designs. So right here it tells you that 210 people liked it, 221, 121, 44 people liked it. And sometimes it just tells you like a whole bunch of people liked a certain image, and it tells you sometimes it'll give you like a extract like a way out number. This is 477, so a lot of people liked it. That so you want to be able to maybe use it, um, but change some of the wordings because 477 people have used it. Let me see if I click on it. So it doesn't say if anybody used it. Well, it says Classic Dad. About 1,836 people used it. 477 people like this. So you could always change, the uh, the font, change it up a bit. Let's see something else. Trying to look for another design that's black, so you could see again um, how the halftones work. Again, I'm gonna go here, pick the shirts, and again, you could just scroll through it, see, you know, just which one you want to be able to pick for your design. And let's say this one, and this one says unleashed. And I'm going to use this one because uh, I love pit bulls, especially the bullies. Um, but this is a more of a American bulldog, more or less. But you know the American, I mean the bully. It's something that I wanna have when we get our own place. Right now we're renting and we're not allowed to have big dogs. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to put big dog hustle. And let's see how, I don't think I even spelled it right. Okay, uh, I'm gonna just leave it like that just for the sake of the video. And I'm gonna press the top part, so I'm clicking the whole top. So I'm clicking the whole design, I mean. So here, I'm gonna again move it out to the white. And as you can see, looks good just on even on a white t-shirt. And let's see, it has a couple, see, all five. I'm gonna knock a little bit more of the black. And again, that black is gonna pop out when you lay it on a t-shirt. Okay, I wanted to knock out the rest of this black, but it doesn't seem like I can. Okay, and then I'm going to, again here, I'm gonna put halftone. Gonna use this grainy one again, and I'm gonna cover the whole image, just like so. Alright, then blending mode, I'm gonna leave the opacity at 100%. I'm going to first try multiply. There you have it. Then I'm gonna try screen. Now it shows, so it shows, the reason why it shows is because it has another image. As you can see, now it looks better. I'm gonna zoom it in so you could see. Now again, when you do a mock-up and you put this design on a black shirt, the black is gonna pop. So here, you can rename this. And right now it's at pixels. And you can put it at inches, whatever size you want to keep this. Let's put it at 12 inches wide, 14 in height. We're gonna put the DPI to 300. We're gonna optimize quality, and we're going to export it. My computer froze. Okie dokie. All right, guys. Computer's having issues. Sorry about that. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I don't even know why it doesn't want to close. I never even pressed this damn thing. All right, guys. Well, that is the process. Hopefully, your computer works better than mine. I didn't have the party. The computer got hot. But I really appreciate you guys joining. Hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next video.